Hi everyone, good to see you again all. I hope you all will be fine. Please check Iraq latest news updates. The economic expert, Dr. Abdul Rahman Al-Mashhadani, revealed the main reasons behind not launching the 2023 budget yet, anticipating a global economic crisis next year, and despite the rise in oil prices, the year 2024 will be difficult. Al-Mashhadani said in a statement exclusively to Jarida, not releasing the budget is not for fear of it being exploited electorally, because the political blocs do not need a budget, as they have food security law money, and they also have supporters from merchants and businessmen, so the basic political blocs have power and money and support from local, international and commercial parties. He added, the government's vision announced by the Prime Minister is that the disbursement is based on the revenues generated, but the revenues generated cover operational expenses only, and in official statements it was stated that the Kurdistan region's share is greater than its entitlement, because the disbursement is based on the revenues generated, and not on basis of budget allocations. He continued, also, the Prime Minister wants to spend the year 2023 with the minimum disbursement as long as the budget is delayed. Therefore, the life of the government will be short, which is 2 years. He does not want to borrow from the central bank and waste the surplus resources, which are 23 trillion from last year, but rather he wants to put it as savings or as an initial entry for 2024. He explained, because the year 2024 will not be as easy as expected, even though oil prices have begun to rise to record levels, but all expectations still point to a global economic crisis in 2024, so this hedging and austerity that they are following by delaying the approval of the budget may be the main reason for saving funds and resources available until next year. And the economic expert, Savan Kuzi, explained on Sunday the extent of the possibility of covering budget expenses with OPEC's decisions to reduce oil exports by 211,000 barrels per day. Kuzi told Al-Maloma, the oil fields of Kirkuk and the region are characterized by the fact that their prices are at the same level as the prices of Brent oil, and Iraq can bear the burden of losing its increased exports from the fields of the south because the price difference tends towards exports from the fields of Kirkuk and the region, so everyone is seeking to restore the export line to the Turkish port of Sian. He added, despite Iraq's compliance with OPEC's decision to reduce exports by 211,000 barrels per day, the total impact is $3 billion annually, pointing out that increasing the price of oil to $74 means that it will cover the approved cuts on Iraqi oil, while prices are rising to more than $80 per barrel. He stated that Iraq needs the price of a barrel of oil to be at the threshold of $74 per barrel in order to cover budget expenses. He pointed out that actual revenues cover the actual need in the budget and even more than it, despite OPEC's decision to reduce exports. And the Iraqi oil minister, Hein Abdul Ghani, stressed on Sunday the need for the country to stop importing gas by investing in projects in this field, revealing that Iraq's oil reserves have risen to 6 billion barrels. This came in a speech he delivered during the launch of the activities of the first Iraqi conference and exhibition for oil projects and licensing rounds in the field of oil and gas, which lasts for 3 days in the capital, Baghdad. Abdul Ghani said in his speech, which was attended by a Shafaq news agency correspondent, that in order to dedicate the pioneering role of the Ministry of Oil in providing the necessary and basic resources to finance the Iraqi state budget, and supporting these resources with strategic projects that double the financial return and provide various opportunities in all sectors, this vital ministry went to sponsoring and supporting exhibitions and conferences that are in the interest of the Iraqi economy, and these exhibitions promote the economic projects necessary to support the national economy and provide large financial resources to support the Iraqi state budget directly and indirectly, and provide areas for developing the local industry in the field of oil and petrochemicals, refineries and other necessary projects. He added, "This ministry has sought to create opportunities to develop the national economy and invest in all the natural resources available in Iraq, and the ministry has undertaken to distribute production from all governorates of Iraq because these resources have a direct impact on the economic and cultural reality of all cities in Iraq." Abdul Ghani also pointed out, wherever there is oil and gas, the local economy will develop, and the ministry hopes that specialized international companies will participate in these promising rounds and contribute to gas investment projects and maximize your production to reach self-sufficiency for this vital material and export the surplus abroad. He noted that the Ministry of Oil will support all companies in order to make the tours successful by facilitating the necessary procedures for the work of these companies in the governorates of Iraq concerned with these fields and exploratory patches. The Minister of Oil went on to say, "We in Iraq have made great strides to enhance areas of investment in the oil sector through the rounds of petroleum licensing, starting from the first round to the fifth round, whose contracts were signed at the beginning of the formation of this government." He revealed an increase in the national reserve of oil and gas by 6 billion barrels of oil, and gas reserves by 32 billion standard cubic feet of gas, adding, "We can proudly display the progress made by the Ministry of Oil during the year of this government's life, as a contract was signed to develop a field." Erido Oil Company, with a production capacity of 250,000 barrels per day, and the completion and operation of the strategic Karbala refinery with a capacity of 140,000 barrels per day, and it is now in the final stages of final trial operation as this refinery operates according to the international specifications, Euro 5, and it is considered one of the environmentally friendly refineries. Thanks, take care.